Hey everyone, Tim Streifler here with Divi Life, and in this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to set up a exit intent trigger with Divi Overlays. So if you're not familiar with exit intent, basically what it is it's a way to trigger a pop-up right before the user leaves the page. So as their mouse is scrolling up to the back button, or up to the URL bar, or up to the X to close the window, you're able to trigger a pop-up, an overlay, a modal, lightbox, whatever you want to call it. And it's one of the latest and greatest, most effective internet marketing tactics out there, because you're able to grab the user's attention one last time with one last offer before they leave your website, possibly forever. And so if you've been on popular websites, internet marketers, big e-commerce sites, you'll see exit intent pop-ups quite a bit. And the reason why you see them from successful companies is because they're highly effective. And so it's a great way to grab the user's attention one last time, whether it's to offer an ebook, or a 10% off coupon on your online store, whatever it may be, completely up to you. But the exit intent automatic trigger and Divi Overlays is extremely easy to use, and I'm going to show you how to set it up. So I'm going off of the article in the Divi Life knowledge base for Divi Overlays. And so it's the exit intent triggers with Divi Overlays. So if you want to refer back to it later, this is where the video will be as well. So if you're watching this on YouTube and for some reason there's not a link, just go to divilife.com, go to product documentation, Divi Overlays, and then find the article for exit intent triggers. So the first thing you're going to want to do is go to the overlay edit screen. So go to Divi Overlays, click on the overlay that you want to add the automatic trigger to. And then what you do is you scroll down to the box that says automatic triggers, and you're going to select exit intent. Pretty straightforward. Now, if you want it on all pages of your site, if it's a site-wide offer, no matter what page they're on, whether it's a blog post, on your store, the homepage, etc., then just leave it at all pages. Most of the time, though, you're probably going to want to be adding it to specific pages. And so what you can do is select specific pages and then just type in the pages that you want to add it to. So you go ahead and select garage layout. So this is just the example page that I have set up, and you can do the same thing, continue to type, add more, etc. I'm just going to add it to one. Now, a couple of options. Now, you may have heard me say this already if you watched the tutorials for the other automatic triggers, but there's some two options here that are enabled by default. So disable on mobile, so that's checked by default. And that's something that you probably are going to want to leave checked. And basically what that means is it's not going to automatically trigger the overlay on mobile. And the reason why we have this selected by default is earlier this year, Google announced that they're going to start penalizing websites that have intrusive pop-ups or interstitials is what they call them, that disrupt the user's experience on mobile. On mobile specifically, does not apply to desktop. And so just to be safe, so you don't have to worry about getting any type of penalty from Google, you can just leave that checked and you won't worry about it. However, with exit intent, since there's no mouse, we can't track the mouse trajectory, and we can't see it going over up to the back button or so forth. And so exit intent really doesn't work on mobile anyways. But for the other two triggers, absolutely, you're going to want to keep that checked. So, and then the next one is display once per page load. So what that means is you'll see in a second, when the mouse leaves the page, it triggers the overlay. You don't want the user to get annoyed if they start to move their mouse and then they see the offer, they close the offer, and then a couple seconds later they move the mouse up again. You don't want to keep triggering that overlay, and so that is selected by default. I can't really see of any practical reasons why you would want to uncheck that, but the option is there in case for any reason that you do. And so now that I have exit intent set, I selected my page. I'm going to go ahead and click update. And as soon as that finishes saving, I'm going to go over here, refresh my page. I'm going to pretend that I'm just scrolling down the page, and you're going to watch my mouse as I'm going towards the back button, and you'll see it automatically triggers as soon as I leave the top of the window frame there. And so I'm going to go ahead and close it. I'm going to refresh the page, show it to you one more time. Go up to the URL bar, and there it is again. So pretty cool. Very effective way to grab the user's attention one last time. Now, obviously, for this demonstration, I'm using a very basic, using the template that comes with Divi Overlays. You can build some really gorgeous, eye-catching overlays or pop-ups, whatever you want to call them, and have them set up to trigger automatically on exit intent. And that's a great way to grab the user's attention one last time. Really unique looking, gorgeous, full width overlays that's really going to grab that user's attention, and they're going to notice it before they leave. So, and that's the beauty of Divi Overlays, being able to use the Divi Builder, the power of the Divi Builder to create gorgeous full screen overlays. Or you can create pop-ups that look just like this. So that is it for the tutorial on setting up an exit intent overlay or pop-up using Divi Overlays. So if you have any questions, feel free to open up a support ticket, divilife.com. Just navigate to our support section and we'll be more than happy to assist you. That's it for this tutorial, and we will see you on the additional tutorials. Thanks for tuning in. Bye-bye.